It's the story of the destination that gives you the best memories. An evolving story that you get to witness firsthand in this crazy life.
All right, right about to air down right now. I actually picked a day where it's supposed to be pouring rain, and it's not raining right now. I'm hoping as we head up the mountain, we're gonna get some rain. We might even get some snow. It's a little bit warm. I doubt we'll get the snow, but for sure, we should get some rain. I feel like rain's important on this trip, and you're about to see why.
While preparing my Jeep for the trip, I was also mentally preparing myself for what was to come. You see, this area is absolutely beautiful. 2 years ago, it was hit with massive floods, causing washouts and destroying the roads. Many are still being repaired today. And if that wasn't enough, last year, it was hit by an uncontrollable fire, completely changing its landscape for our generation. This place will never look the same to us. The area has been left completely bare in many sections. Logging has taken what's left of the trees for the wood that can be salvaged. Ironically, I'm heading to a tower that was built to keep an eye on the area to prevent this from happening. A fire lookout that has been meticulously maintained by the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC. A place that to many of us in the wheeling community have many great memories at. The fire lookout taken out by what it was built to protect the forest from.
It's actually pretty sad. My dad and his friends started a Portuguese hunters club, and they have a piece of property out here for everybody to come and hang out and go camping. And with the floods, they lost a big chunk of their property, and now with the fire, they lost it all basically. You can still see the campsites down there. They're also planning on rebuilding that.
It's time for a quick break to watch a quick word from the sponsor of this video.
All right, time out. Let's take a second and talk about this video sponsor, which is KOSPET, who sent me this watch, the Tank T3 Ultra. Real quick, we're gonna go over some of the features on the watch. If you're looking for a smart watch, or even if you're not, I think this watch in particular has a ton of benefits to keep an eye on your health. Health is important. And I've been wearing this watch for about a month now, and I have put it through its paces. I've taken it on an adventure. I've even mixed concrete with it. The KOSPET Tank Ultra T3 is a smartwatch that is built for adventure. It's constructed of stainless steel.
It is fireproof, waterproof, and scratch-proof.
Its glass has cornering Gorilla Glass, which is scratch-proof, with an AMOLED display of 466 by 466 ppi resolution. Its battery takes about 2 hours to fully charge, and that will last you about 2 weeks. In my testing, I found this to be accurate. I use this watch for tracking walks and hikes, and I was confident in its 6 satellite positioning GPS, as well as its barometer and elevation reading, although the elevation does need to be calibrated to be accurate. One time on one of my walks, it was a 6-kilometer walk and it only registered as 3 kilometers, but that was the one time out of about 20 times now. It has over 170 different exercises to choose from when using it, and it all syncs to its app. Fact of the matter is, your health is important, and this watch gives you readings on your heart rate, your blood oxygen levels, which lets you know if you're getting sick or if you are sick, your stress levels, and even your blood pressure. I tested these and it seems to be pretty accurate. The menu is very easy to use and customizable. You can put important things where you want them to make it much more user-friendly. My only complaints with it are there's no memory for music, even though it does have a speaker that sounds pretty good. I'd say it's slightly better than your phone speaker. It does play music from your phone, however. There's no import or export of your exercises, so you'll be committed to the KOSPET ecosystem. When I clicked on certain sections of my runs or walks, it didn't tell me exact numbers for that. So overall, my thoughts on the watch are, it's really good for what it is. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, but at this price point, $193, there's some savings in there as well. I'm giving it a 9.8 out of 10. I have absolutely beaten on this thing and it takes it all. There's not a single scratch on the bezel or on the glass. Another thing to keep in mind, whether or not you care, is I did check its radiation levels and it showed zeros. So wearing a watch like this while it's checking your heart, while you're using GPS, all these things, you're not adding any radiation to you. So something to keep in mind. My other watches, much more expensive watch, does have some radiation, so I've been wearing this one instead of my other one. Tells you all the important things that you need to know about you and your health. Extra motivation to get in those steps. Nice layout, great watch. Thank you, KOSPET, very much for sending this to me. Check the link in the description to get your own.
I was expecting to see everything burnt. I knew there would be some new growth with some greenery, but seeing this much on the way up gave me hope. I was hoping for rain, a sign that would symbolize what was needed to control the fire and what's needed now to regrow. I understand that forest fires help the forest in the long run, and that the tower I'm heading to will eventually be rebuilt. It's all part of the story, this moment in time when everything seems destroyed and lost.
It's really cool to see how some trees didn't even get fazed by this fire, whereas others are completely burnt. Come, up, up. Okay, every once in a while you come across a tree. You know, there's a billion trees, but every once in a while you come across one that just looks different. Somebody explain this to me. How does that happen?
Coming around the final bend is when it really hit me. This place was unrecognizable.
This is crazy. Usually you got bushes with little flowers and stuff through here. And this bench, this bench is gone. I have memories with my old dog up here, Rocky, and Theo when he was little. We would come up here. And the golf ball was down here. So I'm gonna put another one.
All right, I'm checking this place out, and I gotta be honest, there's one thing that I really wanted to do when I got up here.
I just saw something hilarious. Whoever did this, you're hilarious. I hope that nobody ever hits that and it stays here for the rest of our lives.
You know me, I'm a lighthearted guy.
And I thought this was hilarious when I saw it, so. Part of the rebuild process. Would you look at that? The rain finally did come. Guys, the tower is getting rebuilt. Four-Wheel Drive Association of BC already has a ton of volunteers that are eager to get going with the rebuilding process. But if you'd like to help out, you can join the Four-Wheel Drive Association of BC. I'll have the link in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, join us over at Patreon. That's where I put my hunting and fishing videos. You can also buy merch or just like and sub. I always appreciate your comments. I read all of them. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, go away, get lost, and unwind.